What's up, YouTube? It's been a while. I've been super busy. Had a lot of orders. I'm working on some right now. But I took a break. I was like, I need to take a break real quick, do this video. I'm gonna try to make it quick. So I had a YouTube subscriber asking me how to save vinyl. How do you save vinyl when you're cutting out pieces? So what I like to do is I like to use the dead space. So whatever you're cutting out and whatever around it can be reused. I either cut it out or I add something in there, and I'll show you how I do that. And then I'm going to show you how, he also asked, how do you adjust the workspace to fit the size of vinyl that you're cutting on? So if you're cutting on something like this, that's super long, or if you're cutting on something like just like this, or this small. So I'm going to show you those two things, and then last I'm going to show you where you can get a free sample pack of vinyl to help you with your decision picking vinyl. So stick around for to the end of the video and I'll show you that. But let's get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I use the dead space. All right, first I'm going to show you how I save vinyl. Right, so I'm going to pull this one up right here. So if you look at this one right here, when this one prints off, it's going to be 12 by 14. And it's going to go on the back of a shirt. I'll put a picture somewhere here so you can see the shirts that I've done with this. But what I'm going to show you is how I save dead space by making a bunch of flags out of this. So here's what I do. So I know when I make this shirt, I'm putting a flag on the right side. All right. So what I do is I come back to my files that I have, and I'll open this one. So this one, so let me close this. I'll show you, I'll come to my files here and I'll grab it and I'll bring it down here and I'm gonna drop it right here. So what I like to do is, instead of wasting this piece and this piece, all of this and all of this, I can make a bunch of flags out of this. So I'll put it there and I'll copy it, paste it, put another one there. Quick way, Control C, Control V, then I'll grab another one, put it right here, Control copy, Control paste, same thing, and I'll bring one over here. If it doesn't fit, you could double click on LXI, you could double click these little handlebars and then you can spin it, position it, grab another one, and then put it where you want. So now you're saving all this space right here by printing not just one flag for one shirt, but 6 of them, and you're gonna have extra ones, right? Or if that's not something you want to do, I actually have a piece right here. I actually have one right here, but you really can't see it. But this piece right here was the piece that I just showed you, where I had the flags all around it. But what you could do also is, if you want to save this, you can go in here and cut this out. Whenever you, once you cut it and weed it, or before you weed it, go in here and what I usually do too is with an X-Acto knife, is I'll go in there and cut out what I want to keep. So if you want to keep this piece, you want to keep this piece and this piece and that piece, you could do that too. Or here's another thing I like to do is ungroup the whole thing, and once you ungroup it, you can start moving stuff around. So you can move the face, but we'll keep the face together. Alright, so now we got the face together, we can move it out of the way. So if you want to move this down here, move this here, move this. Let's see, we can figure this. Watch this. Spin him around, position him somewhere in here. Let's see, like, oh look, watch this. Oh, we'll just put him right here. Position him right there. So now we went from a 14-inch to a, let's see, from 14 to about 11 and a quarter. So just by moving it around, we saved a couple inches there. You're still gonna get this dead space right here, but you can put your flag in there. You can always grab your flag if you're gonna use a flag and drop it in there. Right? So that's one way. And then once you use the plotter to cut it, you can always go in that. Then you're gonna have to like position everything yourself on the shirt. So you're gonna have to, once you get ready to press it, you're gonna have to position this on the shirt. Let me go back. You're gonna have to position everything to get back to look like this when you press it on the shirt. But you save, like I said, we went from 14 inches that it is right now to 11 1/4. So that's one way you could do it. Here's another one. Let me show you this one. See if I can find something here. Okay, so say someone wants this logo again that we made, right? And as you can see that from here to here, it's only 11 inches. And if we're using a piece like this that is 15 inches wide, you're gonna lose four inches, right? So if you do 3 of these, you're gonna end up losing a foot of vinyl because you're gonna only use 12 inches, right? And then you're gonna cut another 4 inches off that you're not gonna use. And then you're gonna throw it in your little bin for something later, right? So let me show you what I usually do too whenever someone wants, say they wanted 3 of these shirts right here. So whenever you come up here to the little plotter thing, you click that, right? And if you look at the bottom, it's going to show your layout preview, right? So if you come down here to copies, right? You could change this to 3, right? Okay, it's going to put it like this, but if you look, you're not going to cut 24 inches, right? Because up here on the top is 24 inches here to here, right? So what I'm going to show you is what you want to do with this is you want to hit this little man right here with this little icon that says rotate. So you hit this guy and then you could rotate it that way, you could rotate it that way or that way. So we're going to do it like this, right? So now our vinyl roll is going to be over 48 inches, or say you buy the standard, like the little ones you buy at Hobby Lobby or whatever, they only comes you buy the 3-foot one, right? So right here, now you're using 10 inches. So let's go 2 more shirts, right? Well, we won't be able to because then now you're gonna lose. You're going past the 12 inches, right? But if you had 15 inches, you'd cut it close. So from here, I would do 2, and you would do 12 inches and only lose 3 inches, because then you would just cut it across there, right? So that's another way that I save vinyl that way. Doing that. So those are 2 ways that I save vinyl, by filling in the dead space with what I showed you with the wolf, and then rotating your vinyl, knowing what size you're cutting, and then rotating your image to best fit. So if you had right here you had a 22 inch wide vinyl, so you ordered this and it was 22 inches wide, that'd be perfect, because then you wouldn't be wasting any and you'd be good, right? So next thing, let me show you how to adjust the workspace to cut these, and then I'll show you how I cut them, right? So let's close this out. Alright, so when you first open LXI Expert, and then you start typing something in there, right? So let's type. Let me change that. Okay, so let's type in here. Okay, so we got that. Okay. Now we got that in there. let me show you how. So how do you know where this is actually going to cut? So the X and the Y is the axis, right? X, Y, right? So if you move this up here, you're going to see the X and the Y axis will change. Changing again, changing again. It's just telling you where you have it at on your page, right? So that really doesn't matter. I really never pay any attention to that. But here's what he was asking. It was like, do you adjust the size of the workspace to the amount of vinyl you're working on? All right. So this piece right here is about 7 inches, so we'll go 6 inches, right? So how do you adjust this to fit with that? Because if you look at this and you hold it up to your computer, it looks like it's going to fit, but it won't. If you bring it down, you always have to bring your piece down to where the 0 is at. The 0 here and the 0 up here. If you leave it here in the middle, whenever you start cutting, your cutter is going to go all the way up here and start at the 14-inch mark, and then it's going to go over to the 10-inch, and then it's going to go over 10 inches. So it's going to go up 14, over 10, and then it's going to start cutting. So guess what? You just lost all the other vinyl that's around there. So all this vinyl that you didn't use is going to be gone. But if you were using this piece only, it wouldn't even cut it. All right. So always bring it down to the left, the bottom left, where you have the 0. The bottom of your word or whatever you're doing should line up to the 0, and the left side of your emblem or your logo or your word should line up to this 0. All right. So now, how do you get this? How do you know what size this is now? Right. So if you're like looking at this and you're like, okay, it's about, you put the cursor over this right here, it's like 2.5 inches, and then you bring it over here, it's 13. If you go to the top, it's lined up with 13 inches. So just because on your computer screen it looks like it could fit here, it won't. So if you actually want to try to cut this on this, it's not going to fit because it's trying to cut a 2-inch by 13-inch piece. So it's going to cut 13 inches wide, 2 inches high. 2 inches wide would fit, but not the 13 inches wide. So how do you change that? Design Central. Let's bring Design Central right here. So right now you can see also, if I click the word in Design Central, it's going to tell you the width, 12.948 inches. It's going to tell you the height, 3.050 inches. But how do you change the workspace in the background to fit this? All right, I'll show you. So all you have to do is click anywhere on the workspace in the background, and then you're going to see the background now pop up, 36 by 24. So it's 36 inches wide and 24 inches in height, right? So all you have to do is come here to the height. You can either click the up and down arrows, or if you look at it, it's about 4 inches. Just highlight it, delete it, hit 4, and now it's brought it back. Now it's brought it down a little bit. Then you can go in there and adjust it. All right, so now this one is, like we said earlier, almost 13, so we'll go 14. Oh, I changed it to the word, so make sure you stay on the background. So 14, and now you'll see that your word will fit in there. All right, and then you can adjust, keep it on the background, and then adjust the background as you need, right? So the word's not actually getting smaller, it's the background's getting bigger. So move the word where you want it, but we don't want it that big, right? Unless you're cutting something that big, then you're going to want it that big. So we're going to go this big, all right? So we'll say 6 inches by 3 inches. So we're going to grab this and bring this down to 3, and then slide this over to 6. Right there, right? bring it down a little bit more, probably to 2 inches. All right, so we'll bring it there. All right, now we're gonna adjust the background again. So click anywhere in the white space, and then just hold down the down arrow until it fits. All right, so now we are there, and now let's go with the height. And now that one's there. Bring it down to the 0, so you save this here, the 0 up here. And now if you look at it, you're working with, if you look at the side over here, it shows 2 inches. And then if you look at the length over here, it shows 5 3/4 inches. All right, so if I put this piece in there, it's not going to cut it. So I'm going to show you. Do you need something, Lee? No? Oh. So I'm going to show you what happens when you try to cut it just like this, all right? Let me weed this real quick so I can show you how I cut it. Remember, we were set on 2 inches by 5 3/4 with the pressure of what I have it like at 230, 210. So if you're using this Thermoflex 210, pressure 210, 220, it's perfect. Look at that, it just peels right apart. So with this, what I would do, let me show you. There you go. So what I would do with this is I would save this top piece right here. So I'd grab my scissors. You never know, you might need a little piece one day. You just need that piece. So that's how you would adjust your workspace to make sure you know what size vinyl you're using. If you're using something smaller like the other piece that I had, make sure that you know the size of this and adjust your background the way I showed you. All right. So I showed you how I save vinyl. I either cut out what I have left and I save it, put it in my bin right here. This little thing. You see, full of stuff. Look at that. Just full of vinyl in there that I can go back and reuse later. And then my big rolls, I have them all over there. Got my big roll there. So that's how I save the vinyl, and that's how you would adjust the workspace in LXI Expert. One more thing I'm going to show you. Check this out. Get one of these. What is it? Let me show you. This piece right here didn't come with this plotter, but it did come with the silhouette, right? So what this thing is really good for is, you see these grooves on here? So whenever you go and you finish cutting a piece, your vinyl comes out, right? You go with scissors and you cut it. So this thing has like a little lip in there. You see that? And it has a razor blade inside there. Let's see if I can see the razor blade in there. So it has a razor blade. All you do is you just put it in that groove, slide it across, and it'll cut your vinyl in a nice straight line. That's one thing I don't like about this that I like about the Silhouette better, is the Silhouette has a line right here so that you know your vinyl is being fed straight. Here you can't tell. So most of y'all who have probably been cutting, as you're cutting, you can see your vinyl like moving. So that's one of the downfalls, but that's for another video. All right. Hey, so I hope this helped y'all. I hope this helped you with how to save vinyl, how to use dead space, and how to adjust the workspace. Remember, the Design Central, click View, go to your Design Central. That thing will help you with everything that you need to do, all right? So, one more thing, my bad. So, I want to thank everybody who subscribed. I have up to like 75, 76. I lost 2 subscribers, but it's okay. My fault. I haven't been doing a lot of videos. Like I said, I've been busy. I'm getting ready to leave. I probably got like, matter of fact, May 16th, I'm done. This stuff, packed up, gone. So I'll still have my computer. So if y'all need help, I got the app, the YouTube app. As soon as y'all write me, I'll write you back. I'll try to answer you as soon as I can. I've been pretty good with that. I'm getting ready to move, so it's going to be a while until I actually do a video with the cutter again. But I want to show you, for those of you who are struggling still, I still struggle, you know what I mean? But what I want to show you is you can order from Stahls' website, you can order a free sample pack. Check this out. It'll come in a package like this. Come with a letter thanking you for being interested in their vinyl. It'll come with some really good books. Just check them out. Here's what I like: is if you're struggling with vinyl and you don't know what to pick, it'll show you, like, they'll send you this with a piece that if someone's like, oh, let me see how this would look, there it is right there. Then they send you a little piece that comes with it so you can cut it and try it. And then there's another piece in here that's already cut. See there it is. You can see the cut in it. So it shows you the way it weeds, right? On the back it comes with the instructions, the press time, and everything. So that's one of the things. So they came with this one. It came with this one. And it came with this one. So it came with 3 different vinyls. Yeah, I used some of that one. You see that? I used some of that one. I didn't use the green yet, but there it is right there. And then this one. And then also, whenever you open up this book, you're gonna have one of these inside of it. Inside of this is this. So then you get if you're curious, like I know how it is, like I don't know what this is, CAD cut flock, but they'll send it to you. You can feel it. You can press it. I haven't pressed it yet, but it feels like that mesh material or something. Here's another one, CAD cut hologram. The glaze. They'll send you all these right here for free. Glow in the dark. Electric, fashion film electric. Glitter flake. And it even comes with the paper so it doesn't get stuck to your vinyl press. So that comes with that. Comes with the instructions on how to do each one. Right? And that's not it. Inside here, it comes with all these. Check this out. I don't know what it is, but that one doesn't have a name. There's this one. This one. this one, this one, so this is just all the stuff that they could do. Here's some numbers. If you need help getting these numbers, let me know. I know a website where we can get them. Big number. Number 2, whatever, backwards. Number 1, and then number 3. You can see this one has color, blue inside the white. Yeah, so I'll put a link in the description. If you're still confused on whether you use Caesar Easy Weed, if you're going to use Thermoflex, I'll send you this link. I'll put it in my description on the bottom, and you can check it out, alright? Put your information in there. Wait a couple days. They'll send it to you. Good to have. Oh, so here it is right here. So everything that I just showed you, it shows you pictures right there. And it tells you how to apply it. It'll tell you what kind it is. It's a puff, it's a glow in the dark, CAD cut print, oblique. So pearl prints, it tells you. Alright, just go through, order it, man, it's free. Help you learn a little bit more about the vinyl that these guys sell. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I'm working on. Like I started this video, I took a break. I'm sorry if it was quick. I just wanted to do something real quick for this guy that was looking for some things. I want to do more videos. I'm just so busy. Let me show you what I'm working with. Alright, so here's some that I cut. It's going to go on the back of the shirts right here. These are all going on the back. And then these are the chest piece right here. It's just this piece with a contour cut. When I did the contour cut for this, I did it to a negative number so that it would sit inside of this. I don't want it to sit exactly on the edge like this. I don't want it to sit on the edge because when I press it, I don't want to have a gap like that. So what I did is it's going to sit right there, like right on the, it's going to sit like right there, right on the edge of this right there. All right, and then same thing with this. Just that over that. I'll press that down. Then I'll press this right on top of it. Same thing with all these. Show you this one. See that? Oh, here's that font I was telling you about. If you need it, let me know. I'll send it to you. Whatever you need. If you need a font, I'll send it to you, right? So, let me get busy on these. I gotta finish these shirts. So let me finish these. Alright, so these are what I'm gonna be pressing. I took a break for a little bit to make y'all this video. I'm gonna start pressing these in a minute. Got my heat press on. Alright, so I'm gonna finish up on these shirts over here. I want to thank everybody, my subscribers, everybody that's been following me from the beginning. Appreciate it. We're almost there, 100 subscribers. I'll send out a sample pack like this right here. Send one of these out. We'll get to 100 subscribers. Appreciate everybody's support, all the questions. I try to answer you guys as soon as I can. It's about to get real. I'm about to move. Like I got my clients here already, but now we're gonna move. We have to start all over. The hustle's gonna be real all over again. It's rough, you know. You get your clients and you're good, and then you just keep adding on, and then I'm in the army, so we gotta pick up and move. But it's all right. That's why we named it Heart and Hustle, because we hustle and we put our heart into everything we do. So keep hustling. Keep pressing. Until next time, this is Heart and Hustle. Peace out.